just need you to just press the green button until I get back.
Yeah, but when this
Oh,
plays,
yeah.
is it gonna automatically go
Go to the
something
next
else?
song, yeah, so just hit pause on this.
Okay.
You're live. Both of you are live.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How's everything sounding?
Sounds good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
All
thought the
right.
bass was up a little bit too loud.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
We could turn that down a little bit.
No, I mean, it's good. I mean, maybe a little.
Welcome back. It's day number, oh my God, what is it? Day number 6? Is it day 6 for
There's a Beatles song.
Is it day 6 for the
There's a Beatles song that
creation of the song? Is it? Who's been keeping score? I don't know if it's day 9, day 10. Zim, zim,
Day
zala,
100.
Day 100.
Okay. Where were we? What were we doing?
I believe we were on the verge of wrapping it up. Yes, you were still looking for some sort of like a rim shot, some sort of.
No, we were working on the end. Something to do with the end and like another horn type sound.
Oh yeah. It's raining pretty good out there. It says there's a thunderstorm right over us. Let's just hope the power stays on.
All right, I got a new sound too. I want you to check it out.
Different from yesterday?
Yes. You hear that in the background, that soundscape?
Yeah, what was that?
Wait, watch. Or listen. Doesn't that sound dope?
Yeah, is that the Solar 42?
No, it's a sample I was tweaking on the wave state.
It sounds like mechanical, like industrial mechanical.
Let's I mean, the biggest part of writing music is listening to it quite often.
Yeah, willingly and unwillingly.
feels like it almost doesn't belong in their catalog. And it's off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And it's sung by, there's a Beatles song that feels like it almost doesn't belong in their catalog. And it's off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And it's sung by
If
a
you get
figure
your
within their
big head
band
out the way.
that isn't their primary singer, Ringo Starr. And it's I Get By With Little Help From My Friends. And I was listening to it this morning. I get by with little help from my friends. I'm going to try with little help from my friends. Get high with little help from my friends. I had a meeting with newfound friends recently. And I've had help from newfound friends through this platform of what I'm doing right now. We had a video that took off about a month and a half ago. And then I went through an existential crisis of sorts where I was facing all sorts of different things. Finding my voice, facing rejection, all sorts of things were coming to the surface. And I had a difficulty releasing much of anything for close to a month. And in our travels, we visited with these newfound friends, especially towards the end of our trip we had taken. We went to their home. They made food for us, and I did a podcast with them. The podcast is called Symptoms of Reality, and I'm going to share it within the description below. But I recorded with them, was brought into their home, and there was a moment that I sat with them, where I felt the weakness inside me, the fear inside me, the pain inside me, and I expressed it to them. And the power that I want to communicate right now is that if we are seen by our friends and our family and people around us, and they have the strength in that moment, call us out, not in harm, doing so compassionately, it can crack the shell because we're finally seen and we can break through. So there's a moment where I told them that I recorded 5 videos when we were on our trip. I released one of those 5 videos. 2 technically, but I deleted one of them, released 1 out of 5 ultimately. And what they said to me was, "How dare you? How dare you?" And I was taken aback. What if that video that you didn't release was the video that we needed, or I needed, to see? I've been listening to your videos, I've been watching your videos, I've been taking them in. How dare you deprive me of that, and deprive the world of that, and deprive yourself of that? And I felt even smaller for a moment. And they said, "It's important that you release whatever you're creating." And I sat with that for about 30 minutes or so. A part of me wanted to leave the gathering immediately, never come back, just run away and hide. But I couldn't. I committed to going there, I committed to connecting with them, and I committed to facing myself. That's something I want to do with my life. I want to face everything that's coming up with my life. It's the only way through. There's a quote from Robert Frost from one of his poems, "The only way out is through." The only way out is through. By facing yourself, that is the only way out. You can't circumvent it, you can't skirt it, you can't move around it. And even though you think you might be, you are creating your whole life based upon that. You are a mixed signal until you come online. And when you face yourself again and again and again, that signal becomes stronger and stronger and stronger to where you are a direct signal. You are a laser communicating your voice and your vision to the world only by facing yourself, becoming the hollow bone, becoming so clear within yourself. But you need people, in a sense. You need them to be your mirror, to reflect something important back to you, to say something to you, to communicate something to you. And what they communicated to me is what I'm communicating to you right now. Whatever it is that you've come to create, because you are a creator and I am a creator. We are creative. It may be that you don't sing. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're a dancer. Maybe you're a gardener. Maybe you're a painter. It does not matter. Whatever you've come to create, you got to bring everything into it because you're creating yourself. And when we don't, we're depriving the world and we're depriving ourselves of our creations. And the world, to be a little bit dramatic, suffers from this lack of creativity, this lack of voice, this lack of openness. When someone is creative in your presence, when they're open within your presence, they open. You open. It creates an open exchange with the world. And you take that inspiration and you create. You create. And you are painted anew every day. It's about 30 or 45 minutes in, we have a meal. I sit back with them. And I reflect and I said, when you guys said that, it really struck me. It really struck me. And you're right. And I released one of the videos for about a day. I took it down. I felt like I got the message to take it down. And I sat with that part of myself that has been rejecting my whole life. I sat with that part of myself that's afraid. I've been sitting with that part of myself, communicating, connecting, not giving up on creating and not giving up on the dream. I said, but I, in a sense, needed you guys to say that to me. And we recorded a podcast afterwards. Now, about 3 weeks prior, I recorded another podcast with a gentleman by the name of Alex. And I'm going to post a link to this as well, Alex TV. And he broadcasts in the United States, even though he isn't from the States originally. And that has not stopped him from broadcasting in several languages and speaking English within his podcast and bringing energy into what he does every single day. And he has been a point of inspiration for me as well. And he's commented on these videos, and and he has shared his voice and his platform with me as I'm getting started doing this. And I have immense gratitude. But these are the hands that lift us. One of my mentors said, you can rise two ways in the world. I'm going to get into the other here in a moment, but he said the first way is by pushing everyone else down around you and climbing up by pushing people down and taking. That only gets you so far. Because at a certain point, you're going to build a reputation, a sense of being known beforehand, your reputation preceding you. And people aren't going to want to work with you because you're not fun to play with.
Okay, so it may not sound like it to you, but the bass is kind of up there.
Is it really?
It's fine if you're not like in it and hauling off, but the moment you get after it, it's going to get up there.
Well, shnikes. I'll maybe lower the volume off the neck a little bit from the bass, and we'll just see. I just did that, so either way, some volume came off.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, don't drop it off too much. Don't overcompensate. And you can still hear it, right?
I think we're just gonna have to settle with that. But I like this intro that you're doing with bringing Ben up like that.
Right? That's how we would do it live anyways.
Right.
So let's just listen and see what we got so far. And let's not add anything right now. Let's just listen, make sure everything is good. I'll kind of run through the different sequences and we'll dial it in that way, but let's not add anything.
All right, yeah. Start it track by track just
Yeah.
to see what we got.
nothing offensive about it at all. You hear anything that needs to be added at all?
I think it's good. I think we can call that wasn't even the intro, was it?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was. Technically, the intro is without.
Yeah, we'll just save the voice for just that rhythm. And you want this for just the intro?
Yeah, maybe we start like this. And if we do, how long do we stay here? I mean, that sounds nice for an intro.
You also got to think about, okay, so we also got to think about the video that's going to go to it. That ultimately is going to give us our time marker on how long we stay there.
That's true, but
Right.
I'm still aiming to do 6 minutes.
Right. So we figure if the video is going to be 6 minutes, we'll probably have like 45 to a minute for just the intro if we want to go that long.
Yeah.
Because we're going to
45 seconds is a long time.
That's a long time. So because we're going to need the rest of that time to get into the song.
Yes. So maybe we use
And I want to try to stay there between like 5.5, 6 minutes.
well, no more than 6.
Yeah, 5.5 or 6. So we can't really tell how much it's going
Okay.
to take.
So
That means we're going to have to.
I'll have to cue in. Okay, look, watch.
We're going to have to measure it out now. You want to write this down so we know?
Well, hang on. Let's just go through it first.
You want to get a you want to get a clock up.
Not right now. No. I got a good idea what's going on right now. So I'm gonna drop this in too, just so
Are you starting
know.
now? Just so I know.
Yeah, I'm starting.
Okay, I got us at 8:40. I'm going to just time it.
Where were we before I dropped that in? What's the time right now?
You're a minute, you're like 45 seconds in right now. A minute. It doesn't have to be long.
No, what can you do in 45 seconds for that though?
I would just improvise something. It would probably never be the same unless I sat and wrote to it.
Right.
But I would just improvise for like 45 seconds, something nice and easy, nothing complicated, super slow, and until you go into the rhythm or the verse, whatever you want to call it.
All right, this is it. to break it though somewhere. You want to hear that?
But listen. It sounds good.
Yeah, but I can't leave it up the whole time. I got to get ready for the next part. So I'll keep it up for 2 slides. And then
Okay, yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. 2 slides is good. So let's start the rhythm over and then go into that. Mad said, you guys do know this is being recorded, don't you? I think we're aware. We're just trying to figure it out. Marilyn.
So you should have started a while ago, bro. Like literally, I'm getting ready to kick in.
Oh, I didn't know you were going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, start over.
After I just dropped in a.
Come on, man. You could do it again, buddy. I mean, it's not like you're going to not do it again.
Yo, as soon as I get on these keys,
yes.
man.
I need time to come in. I'm not going to come right in. Give me one measure and I'll
Okay,
come
but
in. It's not going to take
40
that many seconds off the clock, buddy. Come on, guy. Give me a minute over here. You take a minute to come in. Give me a minute. with that just going, we're at 5 minutes. I think when I match the Moog, it sounds more unison. And then when I step out of line a little bit to make the bass separate from the Moog, I think that's where it sounds good.
Yeah, you're arpeggiating with it.
Like, watch, go back to it real quick with just that section. I'm going to try to come in with the Moog and do the same thing and mimic it. You hear that? Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo.
Yeah, that's dope. Fade out. I think it's all there. Yeah, it's totally there. That's my favorite part. Like, I want to work on something for that part.
So like tie that into something else.
Like, I just want to add one more component on top of that. Just
Yeah, maybe not as busy, but like something in that ballpark. Yeah, so I'm going from G. I'm going from like G to B to A.
I'm in the same ballpark. You know, something like a sound like that as soon as it ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's gonna. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep working on it, on and off the clock or on and off the air.
Yeah, you just find what you want, man, until you're happy. Again, I think we don't want to put too much to it.
No,
You know?
but it's not. It's just another layer that's just dope. You know. I mean, because that part is what, 45 seconds. When you gave time, we were like 5 minutes in, right?
Yeah, we went a little longer than what we're supposed to, but yeah, we were like 5 minutes in.
Okay. I know we ended it around like 6 something.
Or
right?
over, because we were still procrastinating. Like we weren't pressed to end it, you know? It was still going for a little bit. And only because I wanted to play with that Moog, like match it beat for beat and then like jump in and jump out. All right, but are we happy with the intro and the rhythm section?
Yeah, I'm happy with with
Are we-
all three.
All right, are we happy with the bridge?
I just want to layer. I'm going to sit and take some time to layer that last part so I can cue it in just before the fade. Because I think that would be so dope to introduce that extra instrument, you know.
While fading out with that, with that bass
Just
section.
before the fade out, like give it like a measure and then fade it.
All right. All right, so we good with it? So all we have to do now is record this song and put it to a video? You think it's a wrap?
I don't know what you think. You think it's a
I
wrap?
think it's a wrap. I think I don't want to, beat a dead horse with this one.
All right.
So I think that's going to be the next process. So we built the song. We're just going to record it and put it in a timed induced, compartmentalized little package, little envelope there, and put it to a video. I think we're going to score it to a video. The video is probably 5 or 6 minutes. So we got to crunch this song down to 5 or 6 minutes. In that rhythm, I counted 6 bars and I went into the slide. And that's gonna save us so much time right there instead of going 8. So let's count that first. What are you saying is 1?
So I'm counting off of the 8S.
Okay. And I'm counting off the actual bass section. Put me in the rhythm and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're at a minute. No, we didn't do the rhythm. You're already going into the bridge.
You mean the verse?
The verse. I always called the.
I have no idea what that meant.
Yeah. I was wondering what you were doing. We're going to count the verse.
All right, I'm getting ready to go in it. Wait, you ready?
Okay, you're going to stop it, yeah.
6.
That was right there, 6.
But we talked about cutting it after the second slide. So now we're into
Now,
7.
this
So
is it, this is
okay,
it.
so 8. Okay, so at 8.
And so the rhythm is 6, the slide makes it 8, yes. How long do you want to do this?
I'm gonna go try to get through it.
Yeah, what's up there, heat machine? All right, I'm going to come in when you're all in. Now. Yeah, heat machine, this is the stuff you make. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. At least we're not alone out here in the fight. People out there making good music. I'm gonna match this Moog. Oh, you see how I changed it up and matched it at the end when you fade us out? I like that run. That was a good run, my boy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Are you feeling more happy with the narrative that we're building here, sir? Heat machine. The equipment we have is the. Let's see. The mixer is the Tascam. We have a 505 TR8S and a 707. We also have a Hydrasynth, a Moog, Wave State, Solar 42. We have a Lyra State. We have so much stuff.
Oh, no, the Lyra is not a state. It's just a Lyra.
Oh, it's just the Lyra. Whatever. We got the Lyra.
The Lyra state.
I'm playing a Spectre 4-string bass, running it out of a Boss GX100 multi-effects processing pedal, sir. Ma'am, I don't know. Heat machine. Heat up your machine.
Okay,
We could change the camera so you can see this, or whoever heat machine can see the Solar 42. What are you doing there?
I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Like, this is probably the best shot right now.
Oh, you just killed the bass there, buddy.
I didn't touch it.
Oh.
Touch the base. That's not going to give him much.
Yeah, he said, sick, I'm a dude. I knew you were a dude, heat machine. I just felt it deep inside of my loins, man. I felt it deep inside of my loins. I'm glad you think this stuff is sick. Take your time purchasing if you're going to go this route. You know, just pace yourself. Don't break the bank. It took years to get this.
5 years.
5 years to work our way up to this level. So start.
Well, 5 years to figure out which instrument was best.
Right. So figure out which one works best. Listen to us play for a while. You know, like, hey, I like that thing. What do you call it? And we'll.
If you don't already have your own setup.
Right. Yeah. What kind of setup are you running? Tell us that. And you got the fader all the way down, just so you know.
Yeah.
Telepathic DAP. Yeah, we appreciate it. You start tuning in. It helps us, buddy. I mean, that really, really helps feed the machine. No pun there.
It almost doesn't belong in the catalog. And it's off of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And it's sung by a figure within their band that isn't their primary singer, Ringo Starr. And it's Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. There's a Beatles song that feels like it almost doesn't belong in their catalog. And it's off of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And it's sung by a figure within their band that isn't their primary singer, Ringo Starr. And it's I Get By with a Little Help from My Friends. And I was listening to it this morning. I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm going to try with a little help from my friends. get high with a little help from my friends. I had a meeting with newfound friends recently, and I've had help from newfound friends through this platform of what I'm doing right now. We had a video that took off about a month and a half ago, and then I went through an existential crisis of sorts where I was facing all sorts of different things. Finding my voice, facing rejection, all sorts of things were coming to the surface. And I had a difficulty releasing much of anything for close to a month. And in our travels,
Atmospheric
we visited
type beats
with
fits our
these
feng
newfound
shui
friends.
there, heat machine.
especially towards the end of our trip we had taken. We went to their home. They made food for us, and I did a podcast with them. The podcast is called Symptoms of Reality, and I'm going to share it within the description below. But I recorded with them, was brought into their home, and there was a moment that I sat with them where I felt the weakness inside me, the fear inside me, the pain inside me, and I expressed it to them. And the power that I want to communicate right
That's
now
the goal. That's the goal,
is
sir.
that if we are seen by our friends and our family and people around us, and they have the strength in that moment, call us out, not in harm, doing so compassionately, it can crack the shell because we're finally seen and we can break through. So there's a moment where I told them that I recorded 5 videos when we were on our trip. I released one of those 5 videos. 2 technically, but I deleted one of them, released 1 out of 5 ultimately. And what they said to me was, how did
Hydra a little loud. Were you going to start that new one?
Yeah, we could start the new one too, but I was looking at.
Legends in the making, you say? Well, I certainly hope that's the ticket. And for all of us there, even you two, their heat machine. I like it.
Okay, I like the dialogue in the beginning. I think I need to find where he stops, because he was going to go into, they told me, how dare you? I think I was going to want to put a reverb and a ping pong delay at the end and crank it up and then kill it so we can leave it off like that.
Right.
And then a measure or two after, maybe start bringing in all of the percussions. Because ultimately, this is going to be in the live performance, correct?
Right. I mean,
And which at that point, we can go as long as we want with the song. It's not a recorded, so
right.
we're not.
In the live, we can not focus on having to put this to a video.
Right.
It gives us so much more freedom and time. Right. So what would normally be 6 minutes to crunch it down to a video, we could, in the live, it'll be like 10, 11. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
as
not-
long as we want,
right,
though, essentially.
Right. And it gives you free room to just improvise and just have fun.
So if we do like an hour show, or shit, even an hour and 30 live show, we literally just need 8 songs.
Yeah. When you in this, So look, this is what I was thinking. All right, this is where I'm coming from. When we do the live shows, we can still have the videos. We can play the videos, do them, fade them to black, and like throw up geometric patterns
yeah.
or something to fulfill the void if we prolong what we do.
Right.
I still think we need the visuals to accompany the music because it gives them something to watch, which makes it dope in its own right.
And the lights, like that's going to be
Right,
important.
and the lighting.
Oh, that's how we started right there.
There's a Beatles song that feels like it almost doesn't belong in their catalog. And it's off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And it's sung by a figure within their band that isn't their primary singer, Ringo Starr. And it's I Get By With Little Help From My Friends. And I was listening to it
dialogue
this
right?
morning.
Yeah.
I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm going to try with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. I had a meeting with newfound friends recently, and I've had help from newfound friends through this platform of what I'm doing right now. We had a video that took off about a month and a half ago, and then I went through an existential crisis of sorts where I was facing all sorts of different things. Finding my voice, facing rejection, all sorts of things were coming to the surface. And I had a difficulty releasing much of anything for close to a month. And in our travels, we visited with these newfound friends, especially towards the end of our trip we had taken. We went to their home. They made food for us, and I did a podcast with them. The podcast is called Symptoms of Reality, and I'm going to share it within the description below. But I recorded with them. I was brought into their home, and there was a moment that I sat with them where I felt the weakness inside me, the fear inside me, the pain inside me, and I expressed it to them. And the power that I want to communicate right now is that if we are seen by our friends and our family and people around us, and they have the strength in that moment to call us out, not in harm, doing so compassionately, it can crack the shell because we're finally seen and we can break through. So there's a moment where I told them that I recorded 5 videos when we were on our trip. I released 1 of those 5 videos. 2 technically, but I deleted one of them, released 1 out of 5 ultimately. And what they said to me was, "How dare you? How dare you?" And I was taken aback. What if that video that you didn't release?
Heat Machine. Check out the music playlist as well. You'll find a lot of the music there if you're just now checking this out. Ready? We're doing good. We're at 4 minutes. Watch the volume there. Yeah, man. There you go. That's not so bad, is it?
No, it's not. I'm actually happy with it.
Thank you, man. It's nice to see you happy with something. It was a struggle for a minute, but I think you're happy, man. That's a smile on your face. We just broke ground, people. Being day 6 of this building a song, we just broke ground. I think we're happy with it. I think right now what we're going to do is record it. And how we record is through Ableton. So I'm sure Heat Machine knows a little something about that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to watch a made video by the editor, and we're going to squeeze the song within the time parameters. Now, what you hear now can always change, or you'll get less of, because we have to shorten things out. It's very rare that we have to extend the song, because we can always do that. It's always like you have to crunch it in to meet the footage. Scoring to things it's different. You really have to look at what you're looking at and then bring across the emotion it gives you. So scoring music and just playing ambient music, atmospheric music, it all goes hand in hand. It just adds background and texture. Something about music like driving a narrative. It always, whatever you're looking at, music can drive the narrative. It can make it bad or it can make it good. That's a lot of power behind that. Somebody could draw like a beautiful flower. You play some minor notes, it could, like, that flower has like just a poor vibe to it.
Okay, this next one needs a lot of work. We just need to do some listening on this one for now.
Yeah. I'm going to set the bass down and just do some listening. We're probably not going to do much, but just check out what he's built so we can wrap our heads around this next project. So now's a good time. If y'all's have any questions, I can sit back and answer them for you. Complex art. Is it really complex though? I don't know. I guess it could be. We make it complex. The music is just the music. It's the people that make it so complicated. Let's change, you want to change camera shots? You're working at 42, unless you want to show the projection.
It's just going to be hard to show the 42 because we don't have the camera set up for it.
Right.
So I think we're going to get the third camera in here and be able to show people the 42.
least how we structure our music. We're more so breaking down our terminology. Hell, sometimes we don't even understand how we communicate. Yeah, twin life is the best at times.
You sound pretty sick.
Yeah. Hey, there's a poll posted on our page. Let us know. Check that out. And let us know what you want to see or hear next or what we should do next. Just throw some ideas out there and let's try to entertain these thoughts. I'm tired of doing all the thoughting. Hey there, go make some music, Heat Machine. Peace. Peace, bro. Go do that. I'm glad we got you a little fire under your ass. Handle that shit.
Can't help but to go do it.
Some shit. Handle that shit.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I don't know. If you're still on, do you have a YouTube channel? We'll look you up. Yeah, the poll is going to be under the community tab. I probably should have mentioned that, but I just found out from a loyal subscriber. Shows what I know. Yeah, I like this. And then you would fade out with the S.O.R 42 theatrical sound, that tension. Yeah, and then you would fade that out. I like that, man. The soundscaping on that is so tension building. We'll probably give it another 10 more minutes here. We're sitting back and listening to this one, and hell, maybe the brother might stay a little longer and entertain you. But for those that are watching a little later, be sure to click on that playlist and that community tab. Check out all the music that's been put up so far. Check out the community tab for the poll, which we just discovered. And thanks for tuning in and watching. That's always fun. We should have more podcasts up here shortly. I think Friday we have a podcast lined out with our buddy Sean. Yeah, your hat was actually doing that to the mic. What are you doing? So, the dude abides. Peace.